Hello Aquarius, my name is Kay. Welcome to Lit Intuition Tarot, Twin Flames in Recovery. I'm going to go ahead and look at the shadow aspect, that also being like the feminine, divine feminine aspect of the twin flame union tonight. Any information that you want about me or this channel you can find in the description box below. So, I understand that people often look at tarot readings as a means of getting more perspective on the person, on their mind. Now, I don't judge that or say it's right or wrong. I just want to point out that the intention of my tarot is not to spy. It is to highlight certain aspects of both sides of the yin-yang, you know, in the sense of twin flames. There's like a shadow aspect and a light aspect, right? So basically, we all have some of each in us, and my intent in doing these readings is that you'll be able to find something useful in both sides of the story. One shuffle left here. Because we all do have a balance of masculine and feminine energies regardless of gender. And seeking to understand both halves of ourselves better, you know, maybe I would think that would keep us at a higher vibration to where we're more just one within ourselves, which is kind of the whole point, in my opinion. Because the more highly you vibrate, the more likely you are to attract your twin soul. If you get my drift. So, y'all just saw me shuffle these. I'm going to go ahead and split the deck because I got distracted. Okay, so I'm going to put down the cards for this main spread, and then we're going to start with an oracle. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to put those right there. Okay, this is my first time ever doing this type of reading, y'all. I was really moved to do it, and I want to get a couple of cards from the Fallen Angel Oracle to start. And then we'll do the main spread with my black tarot, and then at the end I'll get a couple of cards from the Twin Flame Oracle, which is already pre-shuffled up here. So let's see what two we got for here. Fallen Angels. We've got Boone, something 24, Adventure. I'm going to read a short explanation from the book here. Okay, it says, Element Fire, Planet Venus. Message, eloquence and wisdom will bring success in a new venture. Boone's totem beasts are the eagle and the wolf or jackal. He is related to Anubis, the Egyptian god of death, burial, and passage to the afterlife. Like the death card in the tarot, this card can hint at an actual death, but more usually signals the passage from one stage of life to the next, particularly as Boone, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, y'all. Boone is also the patron of eloquence and wisdom, symbolized by the far-seeing eagle. Boone indicates success if you can rise courageously to the challenge of your situation. Wow, I really like that. Okay, so the next one is Vual, 66, Harmony. So we've got 666, that's the first thing worth taking note of. Particularly since 666, you know, historically or whatever, it's considered to be the number of Satan in the Bible, or the number of man, but it's supposed to signify Satan or whatever. I don't remember exactly, and I don't strive to go back to my private Bible school experience, so no, I'm just kidding, I've healed from all that. Okay, I digress. So let me tell you what this means. I don't have these all memorized, of course, because that's what I thought. Okay. it says, Vual, element water, planet Venus. Message, peace descends, a time for settling old debts and possibly a new romance. Which most of these cards, y'all, and the Fallen Angels Oracle are definitely not about romance at all, in any way, shape, or form. So that's interesting. It would pop up in a twin flame reading. But let me continue. Vual's totem beast is the dromedary, or Arabian camel, and she can, like Paimon and Gomori, appear as a princess riding on the back of one of these beasts. Her specialty is to promote love, particularly the love of women for men, and to encourage reconciliation between old enemies or estranged friends and family. Vual also stirs interest in divination and other mystical practices, being a channel for the mysteries of ancient Egypt. Harmony. Wow. Okay. That's great. I haven't seen, I've seen most of these cards at least once, but I haven't seen them as many times. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. I'm going to put these up here for now. I'm being told to split this deck again, so I'm going to do that real quick on camera. And lay out the cards for Aquarius Yin. Okay. Seven of Cups. Y'all probably won't be able to see this at all, but you know, I'm just showing it to you for the sake of transparency. Then we have the Queen of Spheres. Scorpio, Capricorn, the Hermit, Virgo. Okay. Just glancing at this shit real quick, y'all. Excuse my language. 7, 9. Might be important numbers. And it's interesting, you know, and this is coming to my head for a reason. So I was checking out my life path number, and it's a 7. 9 of Cups came out next. Pisces energy. And I was a 7, and I am still, and my ex-boyfriend was a 5, and I was thinking, well, it's actually because I was thinking of the number 5 in general and how it talks about change and everything, and I'm thinking about all the people that I've known that were 5s in my life that created utter chaos. The world. Major for fixed signs. That's you, Aquarius, with Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. And I was thinking, yeah, well... Oh, my bad. Ugh. No, okay, so that's something totally different. He was a 9 as a person I'm thinking of. So I was like, okay, well, 9, he'd be like, 9 is higher than 7, right? Hierophant came out next. Major for Taurus. And I said, yeah, but you know what? And he's like, what? And I said, 7 plus 9 is 16, and 1 plus 6 is 7. So, who wins, 7 or 9? He didn't know what to say. Queen of Cups. No, I'm sorry, that's the Queen of Wands. I misspoke. Queen of Wands. Sorry about that, baby. She's cute. All right. Then the High Priestess. Major for Cancer, Pisces. And finally the Lovers. Major for Gemini. Finally, these last 2 cards talk about short-term and long-term outcomes, whatever that means to you, because I'm not going to even try to interpret it. My point is I'm putting them face down so that we can find out what they are together. All right, so we've got, okay, Aquarius, so if you find yourself more on the shadow side of the twin flame union, I'm seeing that you're following a light. Like in your thoughts, you're trying to focus on what kind of actions you can take today in your material life. So you might have confusion, or there might be, you know, a sense that you're not sure exactly what to choose right now on what, whatever, excuse me, in whatever area of your life that applies. So this is a twin flame reading, but I just want to bring out, doesn't mean that it's completely about love, the whole thing. But anyways, so Capricorn energy there, Aquarius, we're about to leave their season and enter yours, of course. So you might have found yourself lately, Aquarius, not being so chatty with like the people that you're normally chatty with, where you just kind of talk about surface things that don't really matter, but they kind of sound pretty, you know, and there's a lot of little smiles and stuff like that, but it's like you're really thinking about how you can raise your value. And I don't think it's for anybody else's sake at this point, but I think it's for your sake. Still, it's you're being led, you're going within and maybe spending less time with others, doing social activities and that kind of thing, because you're thinking about this. You're thinking about, you know, what will sort of increase your value. So, excuse me. I need to get a drink of water, y'all. I just want to stop coughing, but I don't feel like interrupting the reading, so I'm not going to get up and get water. Nine of Cups, the World, and the Hierophant. The way that you're feeling is that you've recently finished some kind of very important contract, Aquarius. You're feeling great about this, like you really finally accomplished something on your own that's sort of given you that. I think that's what's sort of sparking your hope, you know, where it's showing up in your head as being thoughts about what can I do to pursue my practical goals. And so this feels good, but there's a sense of, part of you might feel almost like you shouldn't feel good about this, because I'm gaining that you're really going to the beat of your own drum on this one, Aquarius. So it's like you're kind of feeling sorry. I don't know where the word sorry came from. No fucking idea. I'm sorry. Well, I know why it did just then. Somebody told me once, stop saying you're sorry so much, and I have now, but back then I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I was doing it. Oh, God, those days. I just made myself cringe. But that's right, we all have to forgive ourselves, right? So yeah, you might have felt like, I meant to say guilty in a sense, almost, like you, by achieving this, like this was a selfish desire, and it kind of closed a chapter of where you were following the rules, and maybe that was more based on the hopes of other people, whereas, you know, now you're not doing that. So, and your intentions here, and this is more geared toward, you know, the twin flame union itself and like what it is there. We've got the Queen of Wands, Aries energy, the High Priestess, and the Lovers. Well, that's quite a choice, isn't it, Aquarius? I mean, your intentions are to... Wow. So instead of taking it like, I'm hearing somebody who has like a Madonna complex, right? Like this could be two things. It could be either that, where some guy like marries a woman and then all of a sudden she becomes his wife, and so even if they used to like get really kinky in the bedroom, it all stops when they get married, because now like he turned her into almost like a mother figure, even if she hasn't had his kids yet. So it's like this weird thing where for him to get sexually satisfied, then he has to go out to other people, like prostitute types that are kind of trashy, and that, in his eyes they have no value, but but he's paying them. Like it's yeah. Anyway, that came into my head because it's either a situation where there's this Queen of Wands side, and gender doesn't matter, which is a very fast-moving, passionate energy. It goes toward its desire, And then the High Priestess, which is a very spiritual, watery kind of vibe. She's highly intuitive, psychic, but, she's not necessarily going to win the next audition for Victoria's Secret model. Sometimes she actually could, though, if she actually got out of those robes, you know what I'm saying? That's not her focus. So it's either that your intentions are to kind of split yourself, but you have the Lovers there, so I think you actually intend to make a choice. I'm not giving you advice, but I'm just looking a little bit at sort of like the ways that could go. Okay, so either you're thinking about choosing between those aspects of yourself that you want to be, Aquarius, is where I was going with that, or you're considering these aspects in a potential partner / twin flame. So, and of course it doesn't say which choice, and that's why probably the High Priestess is in the middle instead of the Lovers, because it's a secret. I think you have to choose. Now I'm hearing all kinds of phrases like they're very common, cliches or slang or whatever, but like can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and lady in the streets but freak in the sheets, that kind of vibe. Well, Aquarius, okay. But that's in your intentions. So your intention is to choose for some reason. I don't know. I think maybe, I don't have an advice card, but I think it'd be cool if you could have a balance there, but that's very rare, right? Okay. So short-term outcome, I meant this was in like maybe the next couple of weeks, right? Long-term is just, it's really cloudy, warbly, like this is just kind of a general idea of the trajectory of the twin flame union you're in at this point. It's totally changeable, and I know that makes it sound like it's worthless, but it's kind of not, because it might be able to clarify for you if you're right about where things have been going with the situation, and if not, like, everybody has free will, so without trying to manipulate anybody else's, you can use things to manifest things in your life that will raise your vibration, which would further attract your twin flame, but that can't be the focus, is the whole thing. Like, you can't be doing it for that. So this just says, like, it's kind of like a flip a coin in a way, but I do want to integrate it into the reading. So short-term outcome, we have the Eight of Spheres, Virgo energy. I want to see the long-term. No? Okay. I think you're going to be working diligently, Aquarius, on getting toward this Queen of Pentacles status that you seem to be thinking about. It looks like you're taking practical action. So as well as going within and seeking guidance of your higher self and perhaps the divine, whatever that looks like to you, you've also taken practical steps in action for narrowing down a bunch of options that you may have had in your life toward kind of setting your focus on your goal. So I see you continually working toward that. And then for the long term, well, we have the Knight of Cups. Very nice energy. Water signs. I think of it as primarily a Scorpio card, and then Pisces, and sometimes Cancer. So, yeah, that's romance and someone approaching the other. That can mean a lot of things. So I guess that's part of the beauty of tarot in a way, is that you can sort of fill in some of the blanks with your own subconscious, and that can tell you a lot about yourself. But at the same time, you know, there are things to wonder about, like, well, what are this person? I mean, I see the intention. So if this is you going towards your person, or whoever you think your twin flame is, then it's hard to say which side you chose, because, you know, the Knight of Cups can be very playful and flirty and stuff like the Queen of Wands, but he's also a water sign, so he's got a depth of emotion and creativity perhaps that the High Priestess possesses, although all three have them, you know. But I'm kind of rambling. We're almost done with the reading. Thank you, Aquarius, if you're sticking through it. But yeah, so I see this going in a romantic direction, as far as, you know, take it as it resonates. Okay, so then I pre-shuffled this deck, and I'm going to split it as well on camera for transparency. And I'm going to take 2 of these as well, and these don't have a book for them. It says right on the card. So we'll tie up with these 2 oracle cards. We have Runner, escape from emotion and confusion, on the run. Which is funny, because, I don't know, maybe you are the runner if you're the Divine Feminine. I mean, I've noticed that there's been a big turnaround, y'all. And this is going to sound really odd, but I don't have very many subscribers yet, although I'm extremely grateful for all the ones I do have. And I don't get tons of views at this point. But I noticed that when I was looking at my, what do you call them? I knew the word earlier, and now it's slipped my mind. Okay, so you click on something, and it shows you, like, the details, like the statistics of your channel or whatever. This is going to drive me nuts. And over 60% of the people that have viewed my videos have been men. And that just blew my mind at first, but then I thought, you know, things really are changing. Well, I'm thinking Dianetics. That's so funny. That's that Scientology book by Ron L. Hubbard or whatever. Okay, I'm getting totally distracted. But I have to find this out before I go insane. And you guys have to, no, I'm just kidding. You can just click off if you want. Okay. Metrics? No, what is that fucking word? Here we go. The word is analytics. I have no idea why that was so hard for me to remember. Okay. Analytics. Alright, so we got runner, and then the last card we've got surrender. Detach. Trust. Free fall. Have faith that all will be well. Okay. Alright, well with that I will end the reading. If you liked it, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, tap the notification bell, and thank you very much for your time and attention. I will be doing the 2 signs a day. I'll be doing the 2 shadow sides at night, and I'll be doing the 2 light sides, or yang or masculine, in the mornings. So I hope you'll tune in again soon. Bye.